me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Mike. Brown 80! 55, Mike. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. First down, Buffalo. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz is going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. 61, matchbox light.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Bills 0.
Allen from the gun on third down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Allen again. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Throwing is Allen on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is brought in at the 21. Still going. Now he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 20. Done.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing now is Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
51.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Let's get off the field. 51.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going back to you.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ram, ram.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
6-6, bullet high.
Nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Done. 280.
I want that. Give me that ball,
Man open, it's Goodwin. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike 51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go, defense.
Go, go.
Defense.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen throwing again. And that is incomplete here. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Allen going to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. To the air, Allen.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You see it all day. Pick it.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17, Bills 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Wentz to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Here we go. 120.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Wentz will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go.
Touchdown, Houston! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, and the Texans push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Allen. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Bills cut into that lead. Crosby with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting. And the kick is away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to throw. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike
14, 82, 14.
To throw is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Wentz to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm going to hit you
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Houston, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days